Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
These are charges, not actual prosecutions. And we firmly go by innocent until proven guilty in this country.
Questions tonight about who's teaching your children. A concerned parent reached out to our whistleblower hotline regarding a Fergus Falls teacher who is currently facing a felony terrorizing charge. The school says the teacher did pass a background check. Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall checked into it and joins us live with what she found out. Veronica?
Andrea, in November 2017, Jamestown police say they responded to a road rage incident where victims told them DeMarco Smith showed them a gun. Smith was arrested for felony terrorizing, but those charges didn't stop him from getting a job as a teacher at Hillcrest Academy in Fergus Falls. School leaders at Hillcrest say they conducted a background check on Smith before hiring him, but because not all background checks look into pending or active charges, his background check came up clean. Now, Hillcrest says it will Google all prospective employees before it makes hiring decisions, but employment experts are split on whether or not that's a good thing.
Charges against someone would not show up on a background check because we can't discriminate against somebody based on charges because they may be innocent. And we're going to assume that they're innocent until we know otherwise.
If you're doing your due diligence, you should probably Google people. Many employers now go to Facebook. There's a lot of people who don't get jobs because of stuff that they put out in social media.
After finding out about Smith's active charges, Hillcrest let him go. But employment experts say if Smith is found innocent, the school could be open to litigation. Andrea?
All right, thank you, Veronica. Minnesota is also part of a national push to ban the box, which removes the question about an applicant's criminal record from job applications. Advocates say it encourages employers to consider a candidate's qualifications without the stigma of a conviction or arrest record. If you need help uncovering an issue in your community, call our whistleblower hotline, 237-6576, and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. A Roseau man is facing several charges, including making violent threats, after police say he told owners of a Badger, Minnesota bar that he would bring in a gun and take them all out. Police say it happened on Friday at Skippy Finn's bar. According to court records, 30-year-old Jairus Lane went into the bar and was refused service by the owners. The documents go on to state that Lane left the bar and then came back with his own beer. One of the owners asked him to leave several times, but he refused. That's when Lane allegedly threatened to get a 9mm gun and take them all out. He was placed under arrest, and police say he was intoxicated at the time of the incident. 2 people have been arrested after a car crash in Grand Forks this morning. It happened in the area of Oxbow Court and Gateway Drive around 6:45. When officers arrived, they say they saw someone run from the car with a bag. While they were chasing that person, someone else tried to drive the crashed car away from the scene. Police arrested 30-year-old Deanna Prasad from Grand Forks on suspicion of driving under suspension, hindering law enforcement, and possession of a controlled substance. 38-year-old Tron Watson of Grand Forks was also arrested. Police are investigating a report of shots fired at a Fargo apartment building late last night. Police say just before 9, they went here to the 1100 block of 22nd Street South for a report of gunshots. Police say when they went inside the apartment, they found 3 empty shell casings on the floor and 3 bullet holes in the wall. So far, no injuries have been reported and no arrests have been made. It was sure great to see the sunshine today, kind of helping kickstart our Monday. Hutch, what's going on this evening?
It's very quiet across the valley, and that sunshine actually went to work on some snow across the valley, with temperatures rising to above freezing in Fargo and much of southeast North Dakota. Up north, a lot of mid and upper 20s to start your work week. We do have some clouds building out in eastern Montana. They'll slowly be shifting our way overnight, and these will keep us from getting as cold. Your current temperatures are down in the 20s and teens up north, and it does look like Fargo can expect those temperatures to slip into the teens here over the next few hours while we remain clear. Overnight, though, those increasing clouds will lead to a chance of some Tuesday flakes. I'll have your hour-by-hour details on that here in just a few seconds.
All right, thanks, Hutch. A 54-year-old northern Minnesota man who's been charged in connection with an apparent hunting accident that killed a former police chief in November made his first court appearance today. Morris Dodd Jr. was taken into custody on November 10th following a fatal hunting-related incident that killed 53-year-old Jay Nelson on the White Earth Reservation. According to court documents, officers discovered a shell casing, a cigarette butt, and footprints in a wooded area several yards from where Nelson was found dead. Dodd will be back in court on January 7th. The Bemidji Police Department is asking for help identifying this woman. They say she's involved in an ongoing investigation. If you know who she is, you can call Bemidji Police at 218-556-6522. Be sure to reference picture 358. A man could be facing criminal charges after crashing through ice on Otter Tail County Lake. The sheriff's office says 65-year-old Leon Engelhardt was driving on ATV on Wall Lake near Fergus Falls around 10 Thursday night when he broke through the ice. He was rescued by two men and then taken to a hospital with severe hypothermia. Officials say Engelhardt had been drinking before the crash. Authorities in Grand Forks are trying to identify a man they say is involved in an active investigation. His picture is up on your screen right now. Police say this man is wanted in connection with stolen credit cards. If you know who he is, you can call 787-8013 and leave your tip. Two people, one of them an 8-year-old, will be honored this week for helping save a woman after she had a massive heart attack, which led to sudden cardiac arrest. On November 25th, 35-year-old Katie Stoltz collapsed at home in front of her 8-year-old daughter, Sloan, and her 4-year-old twin boys. Sloan FaceTimed her aunt, Jenna Lee, in Grand Forks, who told Sloan to get help at their neighbor, Mark Donarski's house. Lee's husband, meantime, called 911 while Donarski came to the home and started CPR. Emergency crews got to the home and rushed Katie to the hospital. She had suffered a massive heart attack, but is now home and expected to make a full recovery. Mark Donarski and Sloan Stoltz will be recognized at 4 p.m. this Wednesday, December 12th, at the Dakota Medical Foundation in Fargo. This has been a busy Monday for volunteers from AT&T in the metro area. They have been working to make the approaching Christmas holiday a little brighter for some folks who might need a pick-me-up at this special time of year. They're putting together food baskets or boxes at the Great Plains Food Bank. These are special gifts packed with all kinds of food, including ham for Christmas dinner. But that's not all. They also include the kinds of things a lot of us might take for granted: laundry soap, toothpaste, and shampoo. And when all their work is done, these gifts will provide dinners for more than 500 families, with a special focus on the elderly.
It's really eye-opening to see that there's that many within the community and much more that truly need this stuff that we kind of take for granted on a daily basis, that they have a tough time getting their hands on, whether it be because they're immobile, stuck in home or the group home, or just they don't have the means or the funds to go out and get it themselves.
AT&T contributed $5,000 to help fund this food basket project. Christmas isn't complete without the spread of different desserts. And while sugar cookies are always a classic Christmas treat, or rather, they're a classic, Christmas tree brownies and cake pops are two ways to change it up. These desserts may look complicated to create, but they are actually pretty simple.
Anybody at home can do these. The brownies are just a brownie mix, and they're cut into triangles. Sugar cookies, you can buy sugar cookies if you want to. Decorate with them with your kids. Just have fun with it.
If you would like to see more on how to recreate these desserts, head to our website and click on this story. North Dakota State football head coach Chris Klieman addressed the speculation surrounding him and the Kansas State head coach opening at his weekly press conference today. Klieman says he thinks he will learn either tonight or tomorrow about Kansas State's plans, but nothing has changed from what he said on Saturday after NDSU's quarterfinal win over Colgate. Klieman said he spoke with Kansas State last week, but hasn't had any further contact with them since his meeting last Thursday. Klieman's Bison and SDSU will fight it out in Fargo Friday night with a trip to Frisco, Texas on the line. Be sure to tune in at 6 p.m. on KX4 for our Farmers Union Insurance Bison football pregame show prior to Friday night's game, which kicks off at 7 p.m. and can be seen on ESPN2.